Hello. Happy full moon, everybody. Apparently the full moon's in Cancer tonight. Y'all know who else is a Cancer? Anyway, sorry, we're on my laptop because my freaking magic mouse is not being magical tonight. And it's not connecting. So sorry if the audio is lower quality and everything. But hello.
Hi.
Why are you
What?
on your dumb face? We're talking about, look, it's the Wi-Fi is already getting messed up. We're talking about Horrid, as y'all might know. Do your little remake of the cover. Wrong way. Anyway, so obviously my guest is Joey.
That's me.
Oh, I missed his face.
I'm Joey.
This is so weird. I've never been on the same screen with my guest before. I was low-key kind of waiting for my guest to pop up underneath.
But you've been on the same screen with me.
Yeah, I know. I hate that we're like so, and this lighting is so bad. Anyway.
That's good.
Let me know your, hello everybody. Let me know your star rating if you read it or if you're just here for the vibes. Thanks for coming. Hello, Nicole. Oh, all my vamps are here. Hello, hello. Cuties. So this was a reread for me, as y'all know, and it was Joey's very first YA book. So that's exciting.
Yes, it was.
And I guess we'll say our ratings and y'all, while y'all are saying it too in the comments. I forgot how to do this.
Ready, 3, 2, 1.
5 stars. Obviously 5 stars. It's a fave. First time I read this was in 2020 when it came out, and I read it read it via my phone, and I actually still liked it, even though it took me I think it took me 20 days to read.
What?
Because it was on my phone.
Oh.
So I would read it in the grocery line, while I'm getting gas, little bits and pieces of my day. I still gave it 5 stars, so that said a lot. And then I was and then I got 2 physical copies. So also, can we talk about this cover and how there are book pages, roses, and hair on the cover? If you know, you know.
Oh.
We're not gonna spoil just yet, but oh my god, I'm so glad y'all loved it. Gave it 5, 4.5. I'm not actually clicking. I forgot. 5. Hello, Megan. Vamps in the house is right. Oh, I'm just kidding, Destiny. Why? What was mediocre about it?
You're wrong.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts. Just blow up the comments. Hello, Caroline. 5 stars. I think gave it around a 4-star, but I read it a while ago. Yeah, I didn't realize it came out so long ago. It came out in 2020. I remember specifically grocery shopping in Chicago, reading this book in line to distract myself from the anxiety. Hi, Kat! This is the one I met.
Oh! What's up?
Alexis, hello. 5 stars. Hello. Melissa gave it 3. Why?
What's wrong?
Anything under 4, explain. Def missed the book pages. Yeah, I did until 2 days ago. Your annotation tabs look so good. I know, right?
Always.
They're gray and pink. No, they're not. They're gray and beige.
Did you show everyone your very first?
Yes, I did. I showed it in a live show. My very first tabs were out here, and they were crooked as shit. And now they're hello. Not a single one. I went awry. 4 stars. Sorry, I'm late. Just finished filming my January book tag. I can't wait to watch. Did you do it last year? I think you did, right? I still have a handful to watch from last year. LOL. 4.5 stars. I'm so. When did you finish it? Didn't you just start the audiobook 12 hours ago? I think the only reason it wasn't a 5-star for me was because I don't like the ending. I wanted more. Really?
See, I dug the ending. I thought it was because even I was did.
We can spoiler now. Spoiler alert.
Okay. I was did she actually just buried this bitch alive. Like,
Yeah, okay, so I like the ending because it was ambiguous as fuck. Like I wrote at the end, like I was like, okay, my take is that she got possessed by Jemima. Or there's also like the grief got to her head and that was like what drove her to do all that. Or
the girl is just a fucking bitch. She said, "Fuck it."
or she was yeah, or she just went savage mode.
But like it was clearly her that did it. It's not like a ghost is
yeah
burying people.
But that's why I'm saying like maybe she possessed her because she was in her head, and then like she kind of just like Jane kind of just like blacked out, and Jemima was like smiling at the end. The very last line, Jemima smiled. So much of Jane's life had been unfair, but this was fair. Oh wait, sorry. I read that backwards. Like instead of going down, I went up. And Jane put the petal into her mouth and swallowed. So it was, and Jemima's thing was swallowing roses.
Oh, that makes sense. You're so smart.
You're so good.
You're so good.
Joey started doing this thing where he's like, "You're so good."
No, like I've always said it, but like for some reason there was like one time in particular, like I just said it with like this inflection.
Yeah, and I was like, "Why is that so funny?" Because I know he means it too, because he's a freaking softie. So like, it was just funny. But yeah, I love the ending. And are you bored?
No, sorry. Sleepy.
And and I like how the reveals were done in this book. Like I think everything was well paced and well executed and well written. I love Katrina Leno's books. Have any of y'all read any of her other books? Because I've read You Must Not Miss, as well as Summer of Salt. Has she wrote anything else? Written anything else besides that? I don't remember. But obviously this one's my favorite, but I did like those other two as well. I think I gave the other two 4 stars. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh, the reveals. So hold on, let me catch up with comments. Sorry, I'm a mess. 4.5. When I really like a book, I'm just like, I can't be tamed. 4.5 stars and hello. Hi. Yeah, the open-ended ending had me Doc? Oh, I guess it's not for everyone. The open-ended endings. It depends on how well it's done.
That one wasn't as open-ended as like, for instance, the book I read, Bad Man. That ending was so, you're like, what the fuck even happened? Like that one, you at least know what happened. You just don't know how, really.
Yeah. It depends how well it's written. Like if it's like, if I didn't know what the hell was going on throughout the entire book and I still did, with the exception of Bunny. Okay, with the exception of Bunny. Then that's different. But I don't know. I just like how eerie this was, and like I was able to put to words the different interpretations, I guess. That's the difference. You know? I don't know. Do I even know?
I was just surprised I didn't get bored with the long chapters.
Me too.
Like I thought, like what was the Butterfly Garden? No chapters. Fucking Daphne had no chapters, and I liked one more than the other, but like the long chapters was just like making it so much harder to read. This one I was just because it was so easy to read. I think.
Because it's YA.
Yeah.
So that's your take on your first YA, is that the writing is obviously significantly easier to read. I keep seeing my little Wi-Fi thing go, but sorry if we're lagging. Like, connection clearly sucks, apparently. What else are your thoughts on YA? Is it weird reading from like a younger mind?
Not really. I mean, because like,
why are you like in hell?
I feel like no, I guess maybe not.
I think Daphne's the closest thing to YA that you've read because it followed like a high school basketball team. I don't know, it just didn't freak me out.
Well, like I guess it's technically isn't my first YA because I've read like what was it? Those Ellen Hopkins books.
Oh, Crank.
Yeah, I've read like those. Those
are
YA.
Your first YA since you met me.
Since I'm not like an official reader.
Since you're an official reader, whatever that means.
Whatever the fuck that means. But no, I mean, I guess it really. didn't make much of a difference. But like, can't you really consider My Best Friend's Exorcism YA in that case? Because that's a bunch of high school students.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, I always see it in the adult section, but yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, because like that's another book I read from a younger
perspective. Is that why? No. I always see it in the adult section. I don't know.
Young adult. You're just younger.
Maybe it's because I have clients that dealt with similar things. Yeah. With like the burying alive though. I mean, I understand like the coping with anxiety with like the fixations on, you know, the things they're not supposed to eat, which I thought was cool that like they had like all like 3, not generations, but it was like almost genetic kind of that they all had their own things. There's something to say about that and how like you deal with mental health in your own ways. So that was cool. But yeah, when I first read this book and I read the first page, I was like, this has to be a metaphor. Like she's not actually eating books. And then can we talk about when she ate that fucking science textbook or whatever textbook it was? And she talked about how it was held by everyone, like other people.
Oh yeah, like ugh.
I'm so glad she spit that out. Like the writing was so good, felt elevated for YA, just very purposeful and not meandering. Well said. Yeah, and I feel like the creepy parts, like obviously haunted house trope, like that's basic, like classic, you know. But I think it was so well done. Like the creepy parts weren't cringy.
No, they were like subtle in a way. Like okay, like I read.
It didn't spend too long.
I read half of
not
that
meander.
Fucking what's it called? Gallows Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And that book, in my opinion, just tried too hard with like the creepy, spooky stuff, and I just didn't care for it. Like this one, it was like very just like subtle, but still somehow you're like, ooh, you know?
Yeah, it gives you the heebies. Like the piano playing.
Yeah.
No, the text. I think the texts were the creepiest.
That is creepy. That's what I was when I first read that. I was like, ooh.
But then again, it's like, is it her subconscious? You know?
Is she nuts?
Or has she always been possessed and she was the one who was texting? Or was Jemima just messing with the technology? You know, you just don't know. And Katrina Leno's writing is always like that. Like, especially in You Must Not Miss. It's really like, what the hell is going on? But it's like, you know, the options, the different scenarios, I guess. What else was creepy? There was the texting, the lights flickering.
Like the first part, like when it all first started happening, when she thought somebody like broke into her house.
Yeah.
She had like the window break.
But wasn't that Melanie?
Yeah, but like even that part was just like at this point I didn't realize, because all you really told me about this book was that she eats books.
Literally, that's all I told
That's
him.
all she gave me. So I didn't read.
And I said there was a creepy house.
I didn't read anything else into it. So like I didn't realize that this was like a ghost, like haunted house thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I thought this was like, it was gonna be like, I don't know what I would consider it, like
it's YA horror technically.
Like I thought it was gonna be like a breaking, kidnapping kind of thing. And so like that's when I was like, ooh, who the fuck is in the house? Who are you?
And the whole like reveal of first, like she thought it was the aunt, and she was like, I got this figured out. And then she like plot twist, it was her sister. I got chills the second time, just as bad as the first time. I knew the reveal was at the dance, but I didn't remember like the conversation that went on. And that's another thing. The conversations in this book, like it was so realistic and believable. It wasn't like, it didn't feel forced, you know? Like it didn't feel like Katrina Leno just said, oh, I need to reveal this thing. Let me drop it in this dialogue. You know what I mean? Like she's so good.
She's so good.
Horrid is on my wish list. I did a book haul or a week. Oh no, I just spoiled everything for you. I hope you're not here anymore. I hate ambiguous endings, but I still love the story. Good. I'm glad. This is like a universally, you know, not 2-star book. Because Y'all know I have a lot of bad luck books. Listened to it pretty much one sitting. I did my housework. Aw. Yeah, it is a pretty bingeable book. So, read it 2 years ago, but I just thought the ending was so underwhelming. I'm not the biggest fan of open endings. I feel like I almost said amn't. I'm usually not.
Amped.
But I don't know, something about this one just, it's so good. I think it's the creepy smile too. The creepy smiles always get me, and the fact that Jemima smiled, and then like it was just such a satisfying like revenge story. I don't know. I think I would have been unsatisfied with a more detailed ending, so the ambiguous ending was great. I'm so glad you liked it and you didn't waste your money.
Oh god.
She bought it.
Like unfollow.
I know, right? It's just like, I regret meeting you. I regret saying hi to you at Barnes and Noble. She has a lot of trouble regulating her emotions without her father, and the house seemed to escalate it quickly. Yeah, that's also well said. Yeah, I feel like just there are a lot of metaphors in this book that I haven't like pinned down too much yet. But yeah, obviously it all connects with the grief and can we talk about how her mom just fucking disappeared by the end of the book? Like she went to sleep,
bed and that was it.
And how do you not wake up? Like Melanie and what's her name, Jane, were like yelling at each other.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like I know the house is big, but come on, like it's not that big.
And then Frank was just there. I kept thinking his name was Fred, but Frank was just there for the sole purpose of saying, "Oh, you look just like her." That's all. That's his entire purpose, was to drive the plot into like making you think like, "Oh, what do you mean? I look just like her." And then Ruth obviously like, yeah, Ruth like acted all weird. It was like a segue to Ruth acting weird about this statement that Jane looks like her sister or whatever. And is Frank the dad? Frank had to be the dad of Jemima, right? Right? The officer who invited Ruth to the party. It had to be the dad. That's what I think. Cause when Ruth,
oh, that's right.
Yeah, cause when Ruth was like, yeah, I met him here and never talked to him again. Then I met your father. Like it was like brief, but she never went into like. But when they first saw each other, when they crossed paths again, was it the coffee shop or something? Frank was like, "Wow, Ruth Ellen." Like you could hear the twinkle in his eye. You know? I didn't hate in the writing. It was good, but it didn't hold my interest, and I think the therapist in me was coming through. This happens with books and TV shows sometimes once you have my job. I can see it. It's almost like me when I look at ads and billboards and I'm like, and menus at restaurants, I'm like, this is designed poorly.
Yeah, she literally does say that.
So yeah, I can see that happening. Had to have possessed her, I think. Like she had dirt under her fingers that she doesn't remember. Exactly. That's the easy, like, interpretation.
There she's just losing her fucking mind.
Yeah, or you could go into like, yeah, it was all in her head and she was just making Jemima.
She just committed murder.
Yeah.
I didn't care for how just randomly her friends revealed this secret. I was just like...
Well, not random, because Will read that book with like the secret that everyone knows.
Yeah, like, okay, like I kind of dug that whole like, what would you call that? Like correlation?
Mm-hmm. To the book?
Yeah, like to the book versus like how everybody knew like her secret. But like, I don't know. I thought it was just kind of like thrown in there. How they're just like, oh, by the way.
I thought it was done pretty naturally. I don't know. Ew! What are you scratching?
My finger.
Oh, why is it so dry?
It's cold.
Oh, that sounded like sandpaper. That gave me the goosebumps. But can we hold on? Pause. Can we talk about when Will first met Jane? And one, he immediately fucking hired her. Two, which is fine, small town, whatever. But two,
he showed up at the house.
No. She bought the book and she checked out and he was like, "Okay, this one's on me if you let me borrow it first." Huh? Just get another copy. You own a bookstore. First of all. Second of all, why are you offering to buy it for her and then taking it? Like, she just got to town and you're going to borrow this book from her that she was going to buy from your bookstore. Like, I was like, make it make sense. Like, I didn't understand that interaction at all. Like, is this your way of flirting? Just taking my book that I was, trying to read? Like,
I didn't like where he just like randomly showed up because she wasn't answering her phone. Like, kind of creepy stalker vibes.
No, I thought he showed up because what's her face forgot her phone at the house. His sister forgot her phone at Jane's house, and then the door was unlocked and he went in because
No, not that part. Like towards the end, before. Wait, am I getting confused?
No, I think it's the same.
Remember when he goes to check in on her because she wasn't answering her text
and she passed out. That part? When she blacked out and then she wakes up and Will's above her.
No, it was towards the end. It was the second time. He drives to her house. And he's constantly asking her if she's okay. If she's okay, we can go get ice cream or some shit.
Oh, I didn't know I don't know. I didn't think anything of it. I guess things don't entertain me. I mean, fair. I was like, did they have what's Pika SP? Where you want to eat non-food things like clay, etc. Oh, you know where my brain went? Pika, like Pikachu, and SP, like Game Boy SP. And I thought you were talking about a Pokemon game.
Based on Pikachu.
What the fuck? I hate myself. I didn't know that's what it's called. I don't know. You also told me to read You Must Not Miss a while ago. I did. My statement still stands. I still stand by that statement. Yeah, I got it as a gift like a year ago. I don't remember exactly who got it for me, but I have the note in there somewhere. It's right there, but it's on a shaky shelf that I don't want to do with one hand right now. Her chapters that read really, really quickly for how long? Yeah, right? Exactly. They were like 40-page chapters. I was like, but there are barely any words on the pages. Like, and with all the dialogue, I don't know. I just fucking love it. Those children creep me the fuck out. Exactly. And kept my heart rate up. Yeah. Children are creepy. Regular human children are creepy in general. So, oh my God, we were at brunch on, when was it, Sunday? Maybe. And we always end up sitting next to families that have like 97 kids, right? And we're at this restaurant and I'm like trying to eat my fucking skillet in peace, right? I look over and this fucking little demon human is waddling towards me.
With, like, oh my God.
Literally with big ass eyes, direct eye contact. And I'm like about to take a bite and I look over, I was like, oh my God. And like you could hear the panic in my voice and Joey about pissed himself.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
He's like, you acted like a serial killer was after you. And I was like, damn near. One of the best books Joey could have read for his YA. His first YA. Exactly. Jane is so dumb though. Like, oh, she wrote, sister, she must be my aunt. Like, seriously. She wrote sister on the mirror. Right? When she wrote sister on the mirror, she must be my aunt. I'm dead. Yeah. Oh, can we talk about, so I love about, the thing I love about rereading and rewatching movies is seeing all the like the foreshadowing and stuff. And literally on page something, like very beginning, it said Jane always wanted a sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Whatever. Yeah, but it said Jane always wanted a sister, and I was like, ooh, foreshadowing. Yeah, she did a lot of that. Because there was also like, when Will got the rose flavored syrup for his coffee shop part of his bookstore, he was like, roses aren't edible, or roses are edible, Jane, or whatever. You know? No? No one else caught that?
No.
Yeah, they got the syrup ordered.
Oh, that and the.
And he was like, did you know roses are edible, Jane?
Oh.
Yeah.
Was there a foreshadowing for hair eating?
There might have been earlier. I think I see. I tab like these beige tabs are like things I want to discuss, and then it never goes the way I plan. So, but I'm sure there was at some point. I love ghosts. I'm not scared of them. For the most part, I'm not easy to scare, especially when it comes to paranormal, but it doesn't have to be scary for me to love it. Understandable. Consider Grady Hendrix new adult. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, people don't classify things as new adult as often as they should, to be honest.
New adult?
Yeah, so like me. Like, I mean, I'm 25, but
like 18, 19, like just out of high school kind of thing?
Yeah, like early college type of things. Not me. I still feel like a new adult, so I still feel like a child, but I always see Grady Hendrix in the adult section in the bookstore, so I think you're right. Yeah, and in the library. I thought it was cool how they all ate things. The way you said that. I'm far fucking behind. Hair eating kind of grossed me out. Oh, dude, that one time when...
Picture my eyes coughing up a hairball.
You know when Jemima or someone... Yeah, Jemima was like, did you know they had to cut her stomach open and they found a big hairball? Mm. Yeah, I was like, oh, God.
It would have been cooler if it was her aunt and not her sister. Because then she would have had Aunt Jemima.
Oh my God.
How cool is that?
That's probably why she named her Jemima. Wow.
And there's syrup?
Oh my God, shut up.
Oh my God.
No. And then...
Oh, not Miss Jemima?
No, and then the reveal of Melanie being related to Alana. I wish that was more fleshed out. Like, I feel like she could have done more with like how was Alana, traumatized by Jemima's behaviors. Like Melanie talked about how she was kind of acting weird and stuff, and obviously, trigger warnings for suicide and grief and death of a parent and things like that, and death of a sibling. But what was I gonna say? What the fuck was I saying?
Well, you wish that they focused more on her.
Oh yeah, because she was like, yeah, so it drove her, to suicide. And so I wish it like talked about like more of like how, like as she was growing up, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. School text, I might eat a math book just to spite it though. Ew, no, I'd throw up. I ate my homework would be a new one. That's funny. Do you think Jemima was around when the grandma was still alive? When the grandma was still alive.
Oh,
wasn't the grandma the one who like treated her as like her own daughter?
Oh yeah.
Which I liked. I liked that there was like a deeper, like a whole another layer of like Ruth's story and how she felt relief, and that's why she was acting all weird. And she felt relief when Jemima died. Like I like that part. Because we get way too many stories about motherhood and good mothers. Like, we need more relief when the kids die.
Yeah, I was just saying how, because I was reading Bad Man. I was like, I think I figured out something I don't like. I was like, I don't like when like moms or parents in general spend the entire book grieving over the death of a child. Like, come on.
No,
it's been 6 years. I'm sorry. It's
been 50 hours. I was watching so many of those reels. Dollhouses and dolls freak me out too. Yes, I hated dolls. Like I was never a doll girly. I tried. One time I got a My Little Pony house for Christmas, and usually I get like coloring books and books and shit like that. But I was like, okay, I got this situation in front of me. Let me try combing this pony's hair and try making them talk to her friends. And yeah, no, It wasn't my thing. I lasted about 10 minutes and then I colored a book or something. Can't stand them. Yeah, no, dolls are. I can't with those people who like display dolls outside their window. Like that's freaky as shit. I do kind of want to watch that AI doll movie that you don't want to watch. Megan. Yeah, I kind of want to watch that.
I don't know, the ball. Like the thing that gets me is that fucking weird dancing part. I'm like, why did they do that?
I mean, they did that in Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I showed Joey Ex Machina for the first time the other day. It's such a good movie. I've seen it like 6 times. All her journals was her book graveyard. All her journals was her book. Huh? I mean, yeah, but huh? My house decided to make creepy creaking noises while I was reading some of the creepy parts. And me looking around like crazy. Yeah, no. My toilet makes weird noises. Like this apartment is, her especially vents. When, yeah, my vents. Fucking
like there's like something in there.
Yeah, but like up until recently, it was making this like whistling, meowing sound. It was fucking weird. And I think it's because like this is the first time that like people lived under me, because I live on the 3rd floor, and usually like last year I didn't have that issue because they weren't there. 38 years old and always loved YA. Exactly. Able to finish it in 2 days. Read really slow. Big accomplishment for me. Congratulations. Honestly, it's such a good feeling to read books that quickly. It's a terrible feeling when you think you're going to read it that quickly and then it doesn't happen. Like The Stolen Heir, I thought I was going to be done with it by now. I'm on page like 18. I also read really slow. So I hear you. Congrats on finishing it quickly. Exactly. Where are you at, Mom? Oh my God, we're so far behind. I read Horrid so long. Hi, Tori. This is the Tori that I didn't think her name was Victoria.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid. I was starting to wonder if her mom was dead. Right? And then she was like, oh, my mom's still in bed, tired from her party. Like, God. Hello. Horrid made me crave another, what's age? Haunted House story? I'm thinking of reading The Good House by Tonari Dew. I may try to read 1 or 2 things first before I get to, but it's getting read this month. Yeah, I'm actually planning a haunted house vlog. I have like 4 or 5, but that's gonna be in like March. But I have my TBR for it already. I'm so excited. Have you read Home Before Dark yet? Because that one's a good one. That one's 5 stars for me. I think Jemima might have done something to Ruth. Ooh, like drugged her? That makes sense, Frank being the dad. Yeah, right? It's gotta be. But I wish they revealed that, because see, I'm cool with open endings, but like those loose ends throughout, like the plot holes and stuff, like let me know. I just remember the whole time our MC is just trying to dig up the past and the mom is like, bitch, please, I'm not trying to relive my family trauma, go away. I fucking love you, Tori. And then she just starts eating her butt. She really does. Like, can you imagine? Joey was like, you wouldn't like gain any weight if you ate paper. And then we had a whole debate about how books are trees and then trees are plants.
Yeah, there's calories in trees.
And there's still calories. Yeah. So it was a whole.
How do you measure the calories of a tree?
I don't know. The same way you measure the calories of lettuce. I guess.
A leaf.
Should we ever get the significance of the teddy bear? Because why did Annie ask her sister to go there knowing these girls are dangerous? I forgot that Annie asked her sister to go. I think Melanie just made that up.
Well, or was it maybe her sisters?
It was her sisters. They told us that.
No, Melanie's sister.
Yeah, it was her sister.
And that's why she wanted the teddy bear.
Yeah, but it says, because why did Annie ask her sister to go there knowing these girls are dangerous?
Oh.
I don't know. She's a selfish bitch. She just wanted her fucking teddy bear. God, that was, like, I would never. Are you kidding? Okay, but that was such a random text from Will, though. I don't even remember. What did the text say? Oh, no, because he finished the book and he wanted to talk to her about it because it was one of her favorite books. But then, like, I don't see how that light bulb would have occurred. But still, I think it was I'm gonna give it to her. I think it was Will creeping on her? Yeah, why did he buy that and take it from her? Rude. Exactly. I think it was either possession or dissociative identity disorder, mental health issues obviously run in the family, and emotional dysregulation. All the big words. But yeah, I'm gonna go with possession. I don't know how to spell it. Yeah, what was that? The Picaspi. All three of them for sure had peak. Oh, with a C. Hello. When Jane saw the ultrasound in her mom's file and just assumed it was her. The ultrasound.
Oh yeah, remember when she's going through her grandpa's desk?
I thought it was
all the old like report cards and shit.
I thought it was an actual like photo with like her blonde hair and shit. I didn't realize it was. I don't remember it being an ultrasound.
No, remember she said she found it. She found the ultrasound and she assumed that she sent it to her Ruth's mom or grandma.
Oh, I guess I blocked out the ultrasound part because I hate that word. After she saw the card that said grandpa. Oh yeah, and then Ruth was like, "It was me. It was me. Hi." I call him grandpa because it was a joke. Like the fuck, that's creepy. College age is new adult. There we go. Wow, I'm so behind. Oh my lordy. I think the best way to categorize new adult is any protagonist that's between the ages of 18 and 24. Fair. Isn't that uncommon, especially in youth hair eating in particular. It's an eating disorder. Oh my gosh. If I had that, it would be easy for me because they just fall out anyway.
Yeah, true. You'll start eating all your loose hair.
I looked up Jemima name meaning on Google, and it was the name of the first daughter of someone significant in the Bible. Okay. When they revealed Kanzler, like Annie and Melanie Kanzler, I thought Kanzler was the first name, and I was like, what is up with all these names? But I'm dumb. Bad Moms Club. Oh my god, have you seen Bad Moms, that movie?
I haven't. I've heard of it.
I thought it was hilarious. Some of the actors in there, like, I'm not too big of a fan of, but I thought it was funny. Do you think Jemima haunted Jane the whole time, even in Cali? Like, was that the reason she blacked out with rage? Maybe.
Wow, you guys are good.
You're so good. Ruth pissed me off when she found out about Jane eating books and never fully addressed it. Yeah. I guess
she kind of did. She's just like, listen, don't fucking do that. That's weird.
Because she didn't want her, because she knew she had a problem too. So she was just like, don't do this anymore. And then didn't actually like go through it with her. She was just like raging through her bedroom. Like, don't do this. You're crazy.
Yeah, Mom kind of flipped the switch at that point. I was like, what?
And then she just left the bedroom. It's right. Ew, you can like see my ear. I hate when you can see my ear. I have a big collection of Living Dead dolls. Love creepy dolls. Living Dead is different though. Isn't that like a specific brand where it's like I think those are cool.
They look like they're like zombified dolls.
Yeah, I think those are kind of cool. I meant was Jemima possessing stuff while the grandma was alive. When did the grandma die? I don't remember.
Well, you got the start of the book, I think.
Oh yeah, Ruth and the grandma didn't have a strong relationship, but why did she inherit the entire manor? Just by law, I guess. Was Ruth an only child? Yeah, right, because then that's why Jemima was being the daughter. But yeah, because they wish she was a boy. So like, who else would it go to? But still, I don't know. I can't imagine. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with a house? Like, I think the whole book's theme was ignoring warning signs and just brushing things under the rug when it comes to mental health, anger, and grief. The only one who paid attention and cared was Jane's dad. And then he died. Yeah, that's a good conclusion for sure. Hello, John. Can't wait for the haunted house video. I've been wanting more haunted house recs because it's just one of my favorite types of stories. Yeah, I have a lot. Like, it wasn't even hard to come up with a TBR. And they all, except one of them, has the word house in the title. Damn. I didn't get to finish it because of getting COVID. Oh no, not again. I had it twice. So I feel that. I saw the original, but I think there are a few other Bad Moms Club movies, like a holiday one too now. I've seen that one too, I think.
Christmas one.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. That one's really good. I love Mila Kunis in that movie. Yeah, I remember she was in it. And then that girl from isn't what the fuck's her name? Amy Poehler? Is she in there? I don't remember. But otherwise, I think we did a pretty good job dissecting this book in 40 minutes. Look at us go. That's what happens when you actually like your book club pick, you know? And it's a reread, like amazing. I didn't even have to really take notes. And I knew I loved this book because even like 2 years later, I still remembered things about it. So she's not. Who else is in that?
Mila Kunis, Kathryn, Kristen Bell, and Christina.
Kristen Bell is the one I thought. How come you never told me?
That's the voice of.
Huh?
She's the voice of Anna.
Oh, Anna. I thought you said and I was like, are you gonna finish that sentence? I mean, it was nice to see girls getting angry. Yeah, I mean, I guess. What else? What else do you have to say? Guest?
Oh, because I said I would see.
What?
I was telling her how I think, like,
What?
from.
I'm
Let
sorry.
me finish. How Ruth and Jane's relationship is kind of.
Oh yeah.
It kind of.
That's not what I was nodding towards, but
kind of reminded me of the Gilmore Girls.
Isn't that so cute? He said that, and I was like melting.
I've only seen a couple episodes, but like, I can picture it.
Yeah, I think I wrote that down somewhere. I was like, Joey's right. Oh, right here. Joey's right. They remind me so much of Laura-Lea and Rory on page 77. When Ruth was like, honey, is something wrong? And she's like, what? No, I didn't know windows were so expensive.
Yeah.
And then Ruth's like, of all the things I thought you might say, that wasn't one of them. But yeah, when he said, he was like, what did you say? You're like, who do they remind me of? And he was just like,
I was like, see
laughing.
If she can guess. Yeah,
he was like,
she guessed it.
He was embarrassed, everybody. There's horror characters as well. I have reviews of my collection on my channel. Oh yeah, I've seen the horror ones, but I still wouldn't. I used to collect Bratz dolls, I will say. I used to have a shit ton of Bratz dolls. I need to read the other Katrina Lena books if anyone wants to buddy read them. Come on, Vamps. It's your time to shine. I already read both of them, or else I would, but I can definitely see myself rereading this book again. Does she have any other books?
Oh.
Katrina Lena, can you look it up?
Oh, you're the expert.
Well, you're Google right now, clearly.
Katrina what?
Leno. Like Jay Leno. Jane calling her parents by their first names. Yeah, Joey was confused about that too.
Yeah, I thought that was really weird.
He was like, wait, Ruth's her mom? What?
Horrid, the Lost and Found.
Oh, I need to read the Lost and Found.
Everything all at once.
That one too. I thought that was Nina LaCour.
Must Not Miss.
Okay, I have that one.
The Half-Life of Molly Pierce.
Damn, she wrote a lot.
Yeah, she did. Sometime in Summer.
Oh, that's her new one. Sometime in Summer. I didn't know that was Katrina Leno until someone posted it. That's all. Okay, yeah, we need to read more. Not Salt to the Sea. Summer of Salt, girly. Salt to the Sea is Ruta Sepetys. I do want to read that one too. I heard that one's good. Yeah, You Must Not Miss is more like, I don't even remember really, because I remember reading that for a vlog where I read like 7 books in a week or something, so it's kind of blurry, like weird flex. But no, like I genuinely don't really remember. I know she like entered different worlds and stuff, and it was like really weird, and you were just, it's a lot more confusing than this one. in my opinion. It's okay, Sash. Favorite series of all time is Flowers in the Attic. Flowers in the Attic. Is that?
Oh, I saw that at Barnes and Noble. Yeah, Barnes and Noble the other night.
Flowers in the Attic?
Yeah, it's like these girls have to be locked up in this attic and they act like they don't exist for some reason. I don't remember why.
You need to read the Book of Azrael. Who wrote that? Is that Rita Sepetys? I've had what's it called? The Fountains of Silence for years. Literally the first, I think it was 2020 when I first started Book of the Month. 2020? Yeah, I think it was 2020. And I still haven't read it. I should have said in my January book tag that one of the reading habits I want to change is to read like bigger books. Like stop being intimidated by bigger books. Because I just want to read all the thick floppy ones.
Floppy motherfuckers.
Yeah. And it feels so nice to like tab and like see your tabs as you as you progress through the book, and it's like feeling them, you know? It's so satisfying. I don't know. Amber Nicole. Is that the author? The Book of Azrael? Is it good? What's it about? Let me know. What are you doing? Look at his nose. Sorry. Flowers in the Attic is Virginia Andrews, the one where the brother and sister fall in love.
There's just two books named Flowers in the Attic.
Both are faces. I want to read bigger books as well. Yeah, I really wish I got to House of Earth and Blood last year, but alas. And then I just got House of Sky and Breath for $10 on Pango, and I wanted to wait for the paperback, but here we are with mismatched books. But fantasy romance, and yes, I gave it 5 stars. Fantasy romance. Hold on. Okay, fine. I'll be Google. Hold on. Let's see. Wow, I really gotta pee, and I'm kind of hungry now, so we might end this. What's it called? The Book of Azrael. Ooh, there's a skull on the cover. There's a snake in my boot. I don't know. The Book of Azrael, like the title makes me think of the Bible, so I'm like, yeah. But I like the cover. Okay. It literally looks like a combination of Hollow Heathens and Haunting Adeline. Just saying. It's a gothic horror story, 5-book series. The Flowers in the Attic. It's not the brother and the sister falling in love.
There's another one from because as soon as I search that's what comes up.
Anyway, all right. We're gonna. Okay, no Bibles involved. It's probably a book full of sinning. What is the next book, please? All right. I was just about to tell y'all. The next book is Jackal by Erin E. Adams, I believe. It's that new one with the red and the purple galaxy in the face, you know. It's a thriller, and my guest host is Bree from Locked Petition. And as of now, the live show is February 5th at 1 p.m. because it's a Sunday. So that's that. I will have the next 3 book picks for February, March, and April up in the next week or so. I just filmed it yesterday, so fun times. Patreon will see it first, most likely. I started the audiobook for Jackal. Is it good? Are you liking it so far? Read Jackal in November. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. Can't wait to hear yours. Thank you for hosting Live for Book Discussions. Bye. Bye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks to Joey for
hiding in the corner
and being my guest.
Thanks.
And sharing his thoughts.
It was fun. It's a good time.
He was nervy.
I was nervous. I am nervous now.
That's why he's hiding. He's also hungry and stressed, so goodbye.
Hunger, stress, sadness, anger, earth, water,
You're so dumb. All right, good night, everyone. Happy full moon. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.